Good evening everyone and welcome back to the AP Palfs channel. It's AP here and tonight we are back with something a little bit different. As you know, if you watched the live stream race on Sunday, Mrs. AP has brought me a wheel and playseat challenge, and so an early Christmas present. So we are starting a new series on my hot lap on my channel of pad to wheel, and it's more for me and more of a journey that I'm about to go through of being a confident controller player going onto a wheel, and to document how it goes, and then in like a year's time I can look back over all the videos and go, oh, I was that rubbish on a wheel to start with. You'll notice on the screen tonight I have been joined by Devola919, who is one of the guys who admins the APP F1 racing community. He's quite a fast wheel rider, so he has volunteered his services for me to compare my times to tonight. So just a couple of things really before we crack on with the practice lobby. Hi Emily, welcome to the live stream. It's actually Emily's birthday today, so happy birthday Emily, and welcome to the live stream. That's Devola giving a happy birthday to Emily. Hope you've had a nice birthday today, spending it with your dad and Cletus. Where is Cletus? Are you watching as well?
Yeah.
Cletus, if you're watching as well, leave a comment. That'd be nice.
Double present at Christmas.
Ah, no. That's the thing about having a very close Christmas birthday.
You can wait another 4 days. You're going to be present then.
So happy birthday to Emily. Hope you have a wonderful day and Merry Christmas to you as well. So the purpose of this live stream is twofold. Number one, just to see how I'm getting on with the wheel and so we can touch base with people. And the second purpose is I want to show you how I've been practicing on the wheel, because I want to show you how to set up an online practice lobby, because I see a lot of comments on the Facebook groups about how to practice, and I see lots of people talking about practicing on time trial, and time trial is great for setups, great for learning how to use a wheel for the first time and calibrating your wheel settings, but for practicing tyre wear, temperatures, brake temperatures, all of that lot, time trial doesn't do that for you. Hi Sweeney's, thanks for joining us. If anyone's watching and is a league owner, check out Sweeney's, great commentator, did a commentary for us on our Sunday community race. He's got a YouTube channel, and he's part of our community, but if you're interested in his commentary duties, his real name's Zach Sweeney. He's on Facebook. He's absolutely incredible at commentary, so go and check him out. Anyway, so let's show you how we set up our practice lobbies, and then we'll get cracking, and you can let me know how I'm getting on the wheel. But thanks a lot to everyone who's clicked that subscribe button. 645 subscribers. Genuinely grateful for all your support towards my channel. So here we go then. So we go to host options. We're on an online unranked lobby. You can put your AI in if you want. Multiplayer cars, because we're practicing with our Christmas liveries. Sweeney's, you're a good commentator, mate. You deserve all the credit you get. And then here we go, practice length. So if you're by yourself, you can do online practice without any AI drivers, without anyone else, and you can just practice for 30, 45 or 90 minutes. If you want to qualify and race, you need to find another human to do it with, but a lot of the time I spend a lot of time in practice lobbies just getting on with it and just practicing my tyre wear, practicing all of that. Make sure though, whatever practice distance you're doing, that you set your race distance to the correct length, because otherwise your tyre wear won't calibrate with the race distance. So most of the APP F1 races are 50%, so we're going to make sure we set that to 50%. Starting grid you don't need to worry about. Weather, obviously you can mess about with the weather if you want. Session time, it's up to you. And then race settings, you can change it to your normal race settings if you want. I generally keep vehicle damage off when we're doing practice lobbies, because that way if you do wreck your car at any point or you make a mistake, you're not going to actually lose, you're not going to have to restart the whole lobby. You can then add AI in, which I can't be bothered to do. Got Dave. Dave's good enough for me. Assist restrictions, so if you want to have a bit of a laugh like Bluey does in his lobbies, you can reduce the assists down to nothing and challenge people to join a lobby and do elite settings. So here we go then, our lobby's set up. We're going to head in, we've got a clear lobby, and we're preparing for tomorrow night's race, which is our Christmas jumper race. And tomorrow night's race is a bit of a special one, because we are the grid is decided by the admin Moose, which we've done quite a lot recently, but she's deciding the grid based on how disgusting the liveries are, i.e. your Christmas jumper car livery. She's deciding on the grid based on that, so the most horrific car design will go at the front, and the nicest looking car will go at the back. So don't forget to watch that. That's tomorrow night at 7:30 p.m. UK time. We are working on getting a streamer for it, and hopefully we'll be able to get one together for it. But here we go then. So, controller to wheel, episode 1 live. Future of the channel is, like I said, it's going to be different episodes. Me racing against AI, me racing in APP F1 races, me doing practice lobbies. Some will be live, some will be pre-recorded, but you'll be able to see them. And I will create a playlist on my channel for all the episodes as they go in. But here we are then, we're in a practice lobby with the Vola. And we're going to
tell me we were doing Christmas jumper.
What livery you got on?
My admin one.
Oh, don't.
DL boot room, sorry.
DL boot room livery. Right, here we go then. So, now I'm trying to do this with my old pad setup. So, this is going to be quite interesting. I've made a couple of changes to the setup during today, as I had a little practice at lunchtime before the live stream tonight. And what I've done is, the only thing I changed really was my ride height, because I found that I was struggling at turning and the front end of the car was not bottoming out, but I was just losing it on the curbs a little bit. Everything else is the same as the Australia setup update on my channel, and one of the things I want to test out from controller to wheel is whether controller setups that I've made work on a wheel, and if not, what changes need to be made to them as well, so look out for them as well. But that setup's on my channel, and I'll put it at the top of the screen at this section of the live stream in case you can't find it. So the one thing we're going to do, I think one of the most important things you do in a practice lobby is you do high fuel runs. Now obviously there's no qualifying tomorrow night for the APP F1 Christmas jumper race, so we know, is it 30 laps, Dave, tomorrow? 29? Can't remember.
I think so, something like that.
Yeah, so we're going to put a couple of laps extra fuel in the car, like we would for the race, and all we're going to do is go out and simulate the first part of the race.
The report's good. We're looking at a dry session.
Thanks, Jeff, for that. Jeff's telling me it's going to be a dry session. Love Jeff. What a man. What a great man. And we're going to go across to tyre select and make sure we've got the right tyres on. So we're going to put soft tyres on because we'll probably end up starting on the soft tyres tomorrow. So before we head out on the track, what difficulties have I found? So the biggest challenge I found on a wheel compared to a pad is the throttle. The throttle on a pad is pretty much on and off compared to a wheel. Obviously you've got the full travel of the accelerator pedal. Jeff's talking again. I love it when Jeff talks. He's jealous. Devola, Jeff's jealous of this. Jeff's trying to get involved. Shut up, Jeff. So the biggest change has been the throttle pedal, which has been the biggest challenge for me. Braking's been okay. That's quite similar because obviously you slam the brakes on really hard, then you gradually release the pressure off the trail brake into corners. I've just been making silly mistakes as the tyre wear's gone up. So we're going to have a go. There'll probably be a few spins. But I hope you enjoy riding on board. The aim of tonight is just to get a practice and try and set some consistent lap times. Thanks, Mark. Jeff is so rude. And you think he'd have a bit of respect, wouldn't you? So here we go. We're going to have a go. And the beauty of obviously a practice lobby is you have to drive out the pit lane. You can't just go straight into a flying lap, so you've got a chance to warm up. Like I said, don't expect miracles from me tonight. I've had about 4 or 5 hours on the pad. Wheel, sorry. Cheers, Bossy. Thanks for joining the live stream tonight. So here we go then. Let's see how we get on. So we had a bit of practice. We're aiming for sort of 125s, and yeah, we'll see how we get on. This could be a bit of a laugh tonight. But like I said, we're just going to drive some laps, see how we get on. I'll try and talk while I'm driving, but it's very unlikely to happen, as I'll just be concentrating. Sorry, Bossy, got it wrong. Admin Moosey sat next to me and she corrected me as well. I'm Will. So here we go. So we're going to head out on the track. We're going to take it easy for the first lap. You'll see that I've actually changed my heads up for the wheel. I've actually put the rear view mirror on now because one of the differences with the wheel is the challenge of actually looking back is impossible while you're driving fast on the wheel. So we've put the rear view mirror on. We've moved a few other things about on there as well just to have a bit of a laugh. The revs, gears, the MFD are all down the bottom to cover the wheel rotation because I actually found that quite off-putting at the start. Lap counters at the top of the rear view mirror, and any messages will come up on the side. So there's a lap time for us to try and beat. Dave is very happy today because he's got his Fanatec F1 rim that's turned up. He's a very happy man.
I am indeed. It's a little bit different to the other ones, but we'll get used to it.
So Dave recently upgraded to the Fanatec normal steering wheel, and he's now popped on the F1 rim as well, and he's very happy because it came a few days early. So he set a 125.3, so we're going to see how close we can get to that. We're going to keep it in standard, we're going to keep it in rich. And here we go then, first laps. I hope you enjoy riding on board with me tonight, something a little bit different. And here we go, the first in my pad to wheel series. So wish me luck. Here we go. So as we come out the final corner, the aim of tonight is just to aim for some... First laps have been fine in previous practices, but the biggest issue I have had is as tyre wear starts to come on, and just learning how to work the wheel from there. I will do a video in the future about my wheel settings, but at the moment they're not the important thing. The important thing is just learning to drive and finding that lap time consistency, especially compared to Dave, who has been racing on a wheel for a lot longer than I have. And there's the first spin. It's just that consistency which is the biggest challenge at the moment. And like I said at the start, that's why we turn damage off, so you can make a mistake and not have to restart the lobby. I will have a look at the comments when I come in for a pit stop, but at the moment I need to concentrate. But feel free to rate me out of 10. I'm sure if there's any members of the APP F1 racing community, they'll have a good time rating me out of 10.
Like I said, you could have opened a can of worms there.
If you are new to my channel, welcome to my first episode of Pad to Wheel. We are trying to set some consistent lap times today. I'm actually really glad Dave's joined me tonight, so we get a lap time comparison as well. Dave, as an admin, streams a lot of our races, so check out his channel, because sometimes on Wednesdays I can't race. So Dave hosts and streams them on his channel, and he runs from the cockpit view with elite settings, so if you fancy seeing something different, head over to his channel, hit subscribe, and turn notifications on so that he can, you know, when he's live on his channel.
You fancy seeing in the middle of that one, then yeah, tune in.
I think most of us are, aren't they? Right, here we go.
Mate, my problem is I'm too stubborn to turn anything back on.
Right, so 26.2. So here we go. See if we can string 2 laps together.
Okay, just want to remind you to keep an eye on your tyre temperatures, which you can do on the temperature panel of the MFD.
Here comes Jeff again.
We monitor carcass temperature and surface temperature, and you'll get the best performance when they're both inside a normal operating window. Surface temps tend to fluctuate faster, so try a few laps with the data open and get a feel for how to control them.
Oh, they're alright for me. Well, you're pushing them harder than I am. So we're 3 tenths down at the minute, coming up to the middle of sector 2. How about this? And thanks for joining the live stream tonight. If you are watching it, don't forget to click that like button if you're enjoying my struggles of transitioning from a controller to a wheel player. This is the first in a few episodes that we'll be doing as I try and find my pad pace on a wheel. The brilliant thing about the practice lobby is you can actually run high fuel all the time. Whereas time trial you have the perfect car, but the imperfect car on high fuel, which is more of a challenge to drive. And yeah, your lap times will be a little bit slower and your qualifying sim might be a little bit slower as well. But you're going to get...
This is the problem I've had with this, because I've spent the last few days in time trial in Australia. I've come on here now and it feels very, very strange. No understanding how the tyres wear half field. It's really awkward.
A lot of the APPF1 practices are in these online practice lobbies. A lot of the guys, even if they're practicing by themselves, will practice in an unranked lobby just for the benefit of understanding tyre wear, understanding how the car's going to react as the tyre wear gets worse, understanding how fuel wear loads, and you can't do that in time trial. And for someone learning how to use a wheel at the moment, you have to get that practice in unranked lobbies. Time trial's great if you've got like half an hour before a race, but if you've got a few days before a race, get yourself in an unranked practice lobby. That last corner was so much easier on a wheel than a pad for me. Right, so 3 tenths down on that lap, 26.5. A little bit wide there. You can see we've got tyre wear building up now. This has been traditionally where I've started to feel the effects of tyre wear, which I never really felt on a pad. On a wheel you can properly feel it. And sorry, I forgot to say, the only assists I'm running is racing line in the corners. I've gone straight in at the deep end, exactly the same settings I was using with the pad. Racing line probably won't get turned off for me because I enjoy running with it. Yeah, it reduces the realism, but...
Yeah, but it's fun, isn't it? You enjoy doing it that way.
It's a game, isn't it? Let's be honest. We're not elite.
Before, I'm just too stubborn to turn it back on, now I've turned it off.
And welcome to
make my life so much easier.
Welcome to the live stream tonight. You're joining me and Dave in the practice lobby. We're just starting the pad to wheel series. Dave has been on a wheel for a while. I am doing my first real live stream focusing on wheel content, but thanks a lot for joining me tonight as we do some practice laps. If you go back to the start of the live stream, you'll see how we set up our online practice lobby, and you'll be able to find a better way to practice. But our aim tonight is to try and string together some consistent lap times, because in the end consistency is the most important thing. Speed comes next. Oh, there you go. Touch that curb and you are gone. I think the other biggest challenge I've had since I've been using the wheel for the last few days is saving the car when I've lost it.
That'll come with time. That will.
I mean, it was almost instinctive on a control pad to just flick the joystick the other way and you save the car, whereas a wheel you've actually got to then fight the car, which is a huge difference.
That might help with your wheel bending though.
My bin.
Where you can catch it. If the wheel's really light, I find it very hard to catch it.
I've set so my force feedback's at 100 at the moment,
okay.
Which I actually prefer the heavier wheel.
Yeah, that's good. So with a heavier wheel, you can feel when the tyre does give out.
I think most of my mistakes at the moment are coming from just taking a little bit too much speed into the corners and running wide. That's my biggest issue at the moment, and that comes with practice. I mean, for anyone who's quick on a controller and looking to transfer to a wheel, you've got to accept the loss of lap time as you build up your confidence again.
Well, even someone like myself, I mean, I've used the wheel since day one with this, but literally just changing a rim makes you so much slower. It's still getting used to the wheels and moves the handle.
You have to be a lot more precise on the wheel with your lines. You've got a big margin for error with the controller as well.
Yeah. Well, that's the soft tyres dead, 49%.
I'm on lap 8 with mine and they're 44, 45. So at this point in the practice level, you can then decide what you do next. Do you take another set of tyres out and push them, or do you stick them out and see how long they'll go for? Obviously, if you want the ultimate realism, you need to make sure you've got damage on, because then you can get punches and things like that. But the downside of putting damage on your practice lobby is that you instantly, if you bin the car, you've got to reset the whole thing. And it's a bit of a pain, so that's why I generally tend to run with practice lobbies without damage. I think I've got a bunch of driver coaches on the live chat. I will have a look at the live chat. I will get back to you. I'm going to pop into the pits in a minute and put a new set of softs on and charge the tyres up again. And I'm going to talk a little bit less.
Line helpers?
I think I have. It's always good. That's part of what we do with the APPF one. I bet there's a few guys who've got a bit of advice, which is always handy. So we're going to head into the pits after this lap, grab a new set of boots. I'll have a look at some of the live chat, because the comments are, is anyone spamming my live chat? I'm just getting, got 142 comments so far. What's the record for a live chat on YouTube?
142 already?
There's 142 comments. I've got to read them all and probably get back to people.
The Moosey just like spamming your chat.
No, she's in the bath now.
Oh, fair.
So, right, here we go then. We're going to head into the pits. I'll have a look and I'll start talking to some people. I'm probably going to talk a lot less in the next stint just to try and concentrate, but I wanted to talk to you guys as you've bothered joining me tonight. If you are interested as well, I haven't swapped my pedals over on the G29. I've kept the brake as the middle pedal. Here we go then. Up into the pits. Right, let's have a look at some of these comments.
That is the joy of the Playseat challenge, because it hasn't got the big bar in the middle.
Oh, it's great.
The original Playseat, having that bar, just can't have 3-pedal turbos.
Sweeney, thanks for commenting. AP talks about how crucial consistency is, also AP bottles it. Sonic, thanks for the comment about the awful livery. You can't write it. Every time he talks about trying not to make a mistake, he makes a huge mistake. Thanks, sweeties. I appreciate those, mate. You're entertaining me. Aaron, thanks a lot for joining us tonight. And who else has joined us tonight? There's a few comments that haven't popped up. Bossy, thanks for joining us tonight, mate. I hope you're still there. Hi, Stephen, thanks for joining us. What up? Stephen DeMassis. Yeah, come on. Welcome to the live stream. Welcome to Pad to Wheel. Stephen, have you joined one of my live streams before? If you have, if you haven't, welcome to the AP Palfs channel. Go and click that subscribe button. I would say, can we see if we can get to 700 subscribers before the end of this live stream, but that's never happening. So, right, here we go then. So we're going to pop on the next setup.
Everybody in the live chat, invite a mate to watch it. Now, go.
Go, yeah, go on.
There's bound to be enough people in there. If they invite 1 or 2 people each, come on.
Come on, team.
You get to 700.
If you're watching the live chat tonight, come on. It's Christmas. It's the spirit. It's the time of giving.
We're second in the speed trap.
And
193.0
get a friend.
miles per
Get them
hour.
to the live stream. Get them to subscribe. Come on. Can we get a few more subscribers before the end of the night? Right. So here we go then. Oh, someone's just left. Well, there we go. Someone has just left the live stream.
They've gone to get friends.
They've go and get some friends. Well, that's probably a little bit harsh thing to say to subscribers. Right, so we're going to go out again. I'm going to talk a little bit less this time because I probably should start to concentrate a little bit more. But let's double check. But thanks for subscribing. Don't forget to click that like button. This is the first in a load of series of videos I'm going to be doing about transitioning to the pad. I had a fairly disastrous race at Australia last night, which I might put up. I probably will because it's part of the journey towards becoming a pad player. It was an absolute mess of a race. Right, we're going to head out. I'm going to stop talking for a little bit. I'm going to concentrate a little bit more. But thanks for watching. I look forward to seeing the driver coaching tips on the live chat as I try to transfer from pad to wheel. So here we go. I'm going to shut up for this run and try and concentrate a little bit. Devola's out on the medium, so he'll be faster than me.
Ooh, you're trying the hard though.
No, I'm on the softs again, mate. Let Dave pass. Don't want to hold him up. Dave's on a DL boot room livery today, which is our sponsor's livery or sponsored colours. And I said Dave's been with us since subscriber race number 1.
Ooh, got that excited about that, didn't I? Well, there's an example of how much quick you can get on it. How better you can get on it, it just takes time. Remember our first race I did it?
Yeah.
We were on 80 AI and I think I finished last. I got a lap on you and Aaron.
And now look at you, you're up the top most of the time, challenging with elite settings.
I'm at the top for about 2 laps, then I spin and I have my epic comeback.
Epic comeback. Right, here we go. I'm going to stop talking and concentrate for a little bit. And here we go.
I hate that corner.
It's sector 3 that kills me on this track at the moment.
Yeah, this right hand coming up is awkward.
Ah, that last corner.
Ah, no way.
Yeah, man.
It's really that is a really awkward one on the wheel.
It's awkward on the pad as well, man.
Right
It's just horrible. It's so easy just to get it wrong.
Australia is one of them tracks that there's not a lot of grip anywhere.
It's half a street circuit, isn't it?
Yeah. That is what makes it brilliant, though. To be honest.
That's a proper challenge, isn't it? Right, let's try and get back into pace quickly.
Ooh.
Oh, I've got oversteer that middle of turn 1. Thanks for joining me for this Pad to Wheel series, episode 1. Mrs. AP recently got me an early Christmas present of a wheel and a Playseat challenge. So the next few weeks on my channel are going to be focusing on my journey towards finding my pad pace on a wheel. Hopefully it'll make some interesting viewing. I hope you're enjoying tonight's live stream. like I said earlier, some of the stuff will be live, some of the stuff will be pre-recorded. The tyres are starting to show some wear. This is traditionally where I've been struggling in practice sessions, so we'll see how we get on. There we go. There you go, told you. Bosh.
Tyres wearing?
Yeah, tyre wear. 30% tyre wear seems to really... I just start to struggle on it just because, I don't know, just...
What gear do you run?
It's fully open, mate.
Stick it on 55. I find it helps because there's not a lot of real slow speed corners here, they're all really fast.
Yeah, it's all mid-speed, isn't it?
Yeah, so I mean, try opening the diff a little bit, and I find it helps. Even when I was in time trial, I just sort of... I can't explain why, it just feels like it runs a bit better with the diff open slightly.
So thanks for joining tonight's live stream. Me and Devola are driving around Australia and practicing for tomorrow night's race. Thanks for the diff suggestion, Dave. That's much better.
Some corners you can. Well, I can run through what I do with a lap if you want. So the middle sector, I give 5%. The sector 3, I stick it up to 60. Apart from that double right-hander, the real slow right-hander.
Oh yeah.
Real slow, 4 gear. I'll drop it down to 55 there. Helps from the last corner quite a bit.
Can we get to 1,000 comments before I finish the live stream? We're on 504.
Wow, fair play.
So everyone's having a good old chat, which is great. I'm very grateful for everyone's support. When I started YouTube at the start of lockdown in the Middle East, I didn't ever think I'd get 645 subscribers, but can we get to... I tell you what, there's a challenge, 700 before the new year. Can we do it? Okay, I reckon we've got about 2 more laps left on these tyres, and then we'll head in and we'll...
Really, but I was trying to run.
It's interesting because there's no qualifying for tomorrow's race, so you got complete choice.
I think about 9 or 10 laps when you do 40% work.
I think it was it soft hard when we did it at the start of the calendar run through ages ago.
I can't remember.
I had a great battle with Callum in that race. Raced on battle
that race because I was having a good one. I think it was last couple of laps out the last corner. I got greedy with the ERS. That ended very badly.
That video is on my YouTube channel on the APPF1 live streams playlist. I had a great battle with Callum that day. That was one of Callum's last races on the controller. And that was an epic one. I blinked first and he won the race.
have to try the hards out because they're medium don't seem to last very long.
The medium, I think the softs like 12 laps and the mediums are 18.
What is the race distance? I can't remember.
Oh, there's the oversteer coming out there. Right, we're going to head in because generally I tend to come in when my tyres hit 50% wear. I did it when I was on a pad as well. Generally tend to start finding that I lose time when I'm on 50% wear, so we're going to head in this lap. And then as a little bit of a bonus at the end, we'll take the fuel out and we'll do a quali sim on the last set of soft tyres, and we'll see what we can achieve, and then we'll finish off the live stream for tonight after that run, so stick around. We'll see what we can do with low fuel, soft tyres, quali sim. If you want to make a prediction of my lap time, you see, I think when I did it on a pad for that race I did a 1:27. So we'll see what we can do on a wheel. But thank you very much for joining me tonight. I'll have a look at some of the comments and see who's there.
29 laps for the run. That's close to me doing soft to medium. That's pushing it.
Hi Scott, thanks for watching tonight, mate. He's done a Bottas. Yes, we cut some grass, Scott. Of course we did. Clint, if you're still watching, we'll do a hot lap. But Clint, if you are still watching the live stream, can you put on the channel, on the live chat, starting a hot lap just as I'm about to come round and start it? It'll make my day. If you've been watching some of the content on my channel, Clint does a lot of the voiceovers and introductions for my hot laps. So if you, Clint has an amazing voice, absolutely stunning voice, and it's just absolutely outstanding, his voice. He should be like an announcer in the NBA and MLB and all that lot, because his voice is absolutely outstanding. Right, so because we've got rich fuel, we're going to chuck 3.3 laps of fuel in. Aaron, thanks for your guess. A 1:24.7. Sweeney's, thanks, 1:27. I'm going to go.
I see there's a lot of confidence in you.
I know. Well, we'll see how we go, and we'll see what we get. But leave a prediction in there if you think you want to have a guess at what my fastest lap will be.
I might jump in for a quali lap.
So we got completely fresh tyres. We're going to do a nice, slow, solid out lap, and then we're going to go hard, and we're going to see what we can do. And I might even do an impression of Clint for you. Thanks, Scott. Scott's got some confidence in me. A 1:22.5. Scott, I'm going to talk to Admin Moose and get you on pole for tomorrow's race. Right, here we go.
I'll be some upset in the Discord now. Conspiracy.
Well, he's watching the live stream, so I mean, he deserves that. Sweeties, you're a funny man. you make a very good point, Sweeties. Guys, we're saying that as if he's going to hook up a hot lap. Yeah, I've got to hook the lap up, obviously. That's going to be it. Right, here we go then. So let's just double check. I always get nervous before I do this because I always want to make sure I've got the fuel right. We're going to leave the setup as it is because that was actually feeling quite good. And here we go then. So this is the last part of the live stream. We're going to have a go at a qualifying lap, and we're going to see what we can do. But thanks a lot for watching. Don't forget to click that like button as we come to the final part of the live stream tonight. If you are watching my channel for the first time, thanks a lot for watching. Don't forget to click that subscribe button. Let's see how close to 700 subscribers I can get before Christmas, before New Year. So here we go. We're going to turn the engine down, we're going to turn fuel down, we're going to turn ERS deployment down for the out lap. And this is the beauty of an unranked practice lobby. You can actually do a full quali sim. We're going to keep an eye and not blitz the tyres. I'm going to concentrate at this point.
2 laps of fuel remaining.
Oh, a big lot.
Right, as usual, Clint, this is for you. Alright, here we go. Starting a hot lap. 2 deep into 1.
Fuel, box in the next 2 laps, please. Box this lap, please. Box this lap. When driving with the pit assist disabled, you'll need to be mindful of your speed when entering the pit lane. If you hit the limiter line too fast, you'll pick up a penalty. Watch the on-screen prompts that show your target speed and distance to the limiter line.
Oh, 3/10 off your days.
Not bad.
Oh, that's not bad. I'm quite happy. What was that? 22.9. I think that means Scott was closest. Quite enjoyed that. That was fun. That was really fun. That I quite enjoyed that.
Just goes to show the difference between a practice session and a time trial, though, doesn't it?
Ah, 100%. So if that was a time trial, like the difference between what I've just done there is time trial, car's perfect, tyre temperatures are perfect, you 100% overtake the whole time, your ERS never runs down, whereas a practice lobby I've just warmed up the tyres, not had unlimited ERS. It's just the beauty of doing it. Yes, you don't get max fuel, but it gives you a really good idea about where you're going to be. And I generally found when I was on a pad there was about a second difference between an unranked practice like we're doing now and an actual qualifying session with max fuel. So it's a big difference, and if you are watching this for the first time and you've never tried practicing in an unranked practice lobby, go ahead and try it, because you'll see a difference in your performance in a race, because you'll understand the tyres more, you'll understand just generally everything about the car a bit more. And a lot of the practices I've been doing for a wheel have been, other than when I was setting my calibration settings, have been in unranked practice lobbies. Hi Matt, don't leave the control of your settings have helped me huge. Well, it was going to happen eventually, Matt, and all the stuff for 2020 is going to stay up for a long time, so you've got all of that time. And it'll be interesting to see how the pad setups that I've done translate over to a wheel. So yeah, right. That, viewers, is everything for tonight. So thank you for watching tonight's live stream. That was the first episode of Pad to Wheel. Let's just compare times with the Vola. So Dave's 20, so I'm 6/10 down in sector 1, but I locked up at turn 1 quite badly. Matt, before we go, Matt Bailey, thank you, and I hope please stick around and stay with the channel. I'm actually a bit scared that I'm going to lose subscribers going to a wheel, but I hope you can enjoy the journey I'm about to go on. And when eventually you get a wheel, Matt Bailey, you'll be able to go on a similar journey, and then I'll be able to help you out again because I would have done it. So we'll just check times. So Devola did 27.1 in sector 1. I was 27.7 with the lockup. 22, less than a tenth between us in sector 2, and then I purpled sector 3 by 4/10. So I'm quite pleased with that because Dave's a very, very strong driver. So thanks Dave for joining me tonight for tonight's live stream. Appreciate that, mate. And thank you to all of you guys who've watched tonight. I've appreciated your company, and thank you for making the chat so important. And I appreciate your company tonight. I hope you've enjoyed watching that. And congratulations to Scott, who got the closest to my actual time. He predicted a 22.7. I did a 22.9. So there we go then. That's it for tonight. My name. Thanks a lot for watching, and I'll see you all very soon.